Happy Monday. Today I want to talk to you about what I've been Google searching, because I refuse to use the word research because I am not a doctor, a lawyer, a nurse, a scientist, a professor, anybody who actually does research. So I'm never going to use the word research. What I have been doing is taking a look at all of the news postings regarding the changing of the brand and the logo of the Aunt Jemima syrup. And hooly hoodoo boogadoo, is syrup a hot topic? Some people are having a hard time with this. That's weird, right? Because it really shouldn't be a problem. It honestly shouldn't. Before I start, I have two things I want to point out. The first one is if you have researched the history of the Aunt Jemima logo and the mammy and the historical disgusting racism that comes with it, thank you, bravo, you're awesome. Thanks for educating yourself, because that's what we do. We educate ourselves so that we understand others' pain. It's called being a human being. Then you understand 100%. And even if you didn't at all look it up and you just know what it's done to people and you appreciate it and understand it, then also good for you. But research is always good, or educating yourself is always good. That's number one. Number two, do not use the argument with me that family members of the logo brand picture are upset. I don't even know if that's true. I haven't been able to fact check it. And even if it is true, I've explained to you before that hundreds of years of systematic oppression and systematic racism and oppression and colonization, eventually you're going to have some people come out of the end of that don't like what you've told them to hate about themselves for hundreds of years, and their relatives and their ancestors and so on and so forth. I don't agree with it. It's ignoring hundreds of years of hurt and pain and oppression and slavery and awfulness. So I'm never going to, whatever the color of that person's skin is, I'm not going to change my argument. Okay? So those are the two things I wanted to point out. So let's begin. What I've done here is I found the three top arguments that people have with changing the awful Aunt Jemima logo and brand. So what I've done is I've piggybacked on that. I'm giving you their top three reasons, and I'm giving you my personal top three reasons. I'm just one sad person out there in the world. No big deal, but let's see the difference, shall we? Number one. So how did I find these reasons? Literally, you just have to, apologize to your soul first, and then search the comment section of any single article that you can find regarding the brand changing of Aunt Jemima. But yeah, give your soul a good apology. And afterwards, I went outside and smudged with some sage. That's how, short of taking my eyeballs out and disinfecting them, that was the best thing I can do that didn't land me in the ER. So, number one, this is the argument. The first argument. You have lost a customer. How am I supposed to recognize my brand? I'll show you again. Yep, you read that right. This is the argument. This is the top argument. Luckily for you, I am a fluent translator in ignoramus. Sorry, that's not a word. I don't know what the word is. I am a fluent translator in ignoramus. Ignore. Anyways, I can translate ignorant garbage any day of the week. This translation. Me, selfish. Me, I live in a bubble, don't break it. Me, I'm ignorant and happy with that. I'm actually married to my ignorance. So it translates longer than it is, but yeah, that's the translation. Here's my number one top reason why I'd like the brand to change. I was, along with other Black friends, chased around the schoolyard by children calling me Aunt Jemima. It was purely racial. You bet it was. So let's look at the 2 top reasons, shall we? I won't recognize my brand, childhood racial trauma. Brand recognition, childhood racial trauma. Let's move on. Number 2. This is getting ridiculous. Things need to get back to normal. Let's look at that again, shall we? This is getting ridiculous. People all wanting equal rights. Pfft. Get back in your lane, black folks. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm translating. Okay, so I'm translating this from ignoramus to reality. Get back into your lane, black folk. We aren't interested in you having equal rights. We want things to go back to normal, where we are able to do whatever we want to you and any other marginalized group. Translation. Wish I could get a full-time job with this translation gig. Okay, my second reason. The brand and logo have a historical and proven racist history that is awful. True. So, this is getting ridiculous and historical proven racist history. Okay. Number 3, my third and last one. Ooh, this one's my favorite. I save this one for the end. I hear this all the time. I love it. Can't get enough of it. That's sarcasm. Oh my God, people are way too sensitive. Translation, I don't care about your feelings. I don't care that people aren't getting too sensitive. People have always been sensitive. They just haven't felt safe enough in the environment that we're in to be able to voice their worries and concerns. Translation, I don't care about your worries and concerns. My number 3. I'm so happy we can remove these painful racist logos, brands, statues, etc. so we can finally begin to heal the pain and trauma. That's my reason. Doesn't need a translation. It's pretty clear. So, what does all of this say to you? What does all of this say to you? You get this, right? Right? This is madness. Arguing this is madness. This is not coming from a place that is empathetic. This is not coming from an empathetic place. You can't fix this person. Trust me, I've been doing this for legit decades, really, when you do the math. If a person is willing to acknowledge, if a person is willing to publicly state that just going into a store and looking for their syrup is a bigger worry to them than childhood trauma, then you can't fix that person. Some people feed on a daily diet of ignorance. It's the only thing that gets them going. They live in a little bubble, and this whole revolution is another hole being poked in their little bubble. So we poked their little bubble with the virus, and now we're poking their little bubble again with equal rights for Black people. They can't handle it. Don't feel sorry for these people. That's not where I'm going with this. Just stop trying to change them. I'm hoping that what I've just shown you tells you how absolutely ridiculous this argument even is. Please save your energy for the real stuff. Save your energy for when you're in the boardroom or you're in the staff room and everybody in there is white and someone starts a racial joke. That's when I need you to step up, step in, and get it done. Teach your children well. Keep being woke. These people aren't ever going to wake up. You have to acknowledge that, because you're going to drive yourself crazy fighting this fight. And there's just more important fights coming. And I need you to have all your soldiers in line for those. I appreciate everything you guys are doing. And let's not derail our train. Let's just all stay on the same train, and the same train is moving forward in a revolution, and we are all on board. Don't get off on a boxcar and head down here to argue with the person who is as deep as a puddle. It is a waste of your soul, energy, and time. Also, if you want to sleep, don't ever read the comment section. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Always a pleasure.